Goals are like roadmaps. They give direction for where you want your life journey to take you. Without goals, without a direction, you have nothing to commit yourself to. What kind of work do you have to do to become the kind of person that can reach those goals? How is it that you've got to change? What are the goals that you have for yourself? Start getting into that mindset. Write those goals down in detail. Don't be vague about it. What are things you need to do daily? What is it that you need to do today? What are your weekly goals, monthly goals, your 6-month goals? How do you see yourself a year from now, 2 years from now, 5 years from now? Write it out. Describe what will be there for you. What will be different for you 5 years from now? How much will you be worth? How much training would you have received? How much time would you have invested in developing yourself? People ask me, hey, how can I determine what's going to happen tomorrow? Based upon what you do today. You're molding now what you will be tomorrow. That's what you're doing. I can tell you what your tomorrow will be like, what's going to be for you 5 years from now, based upon how much time and energy you spend working on you. See, if you got some major goals, then you've got to begin to invest in some major time working on you. So what are some of the things that you need to do? And begin to check those things off. Things that you need to start taking care of right now. Looking at it and then breaking it down. Looking at the picture completed, holding the completed vision of what it is that you want to do. Look at the pros, the masters, the giants, and learn from them. Become a student in life. And then start doing little things that you can feel good about. And once you achieve some small victories, celebrate those victories. See, one of your goals should be a health commitment, a commitment to improve your health, your stamina. So I started managing my food choices. I started doing daily exercises every day, doing X number of push-ups and sit-ups and going for walks. And I began to applaud myself. See, you can't do well if you don't feel well, and one of the most important goals of all the things you put down is your health. You've got to take care of you, because according to how well you feel about you, that will determine how well you're going to be able to perform in reaching your goal. The other thing is people who make things happen, people who reach their goals, these people have great communication skills. See, you've got to work with people, so you want to be able to communicate with people on all levels. What is your dream? What's your goal? Decide that you are going to focus on developing yourself and putting together a strategy to reach your goal. What is it you need to do right now? You've got to put together a game plan. Write it down. What's your plan of action? If you run into some opposition, what will you do? If you run out of money, how are you going to handle that? If this plan of action you have right now, this game plan that you have put together, if that strategy doesn't work, what will you do then? See, you've got to get several strategies, because if it does not work, then what you want to do is go back to the huddle and come back out again. Let's say you had a goal of making $100,000 over the next year. Put together a game plan to identify $300,000 worth of business. Why? Because you want to identify the means to create $300,000 worth of business in the event that some of that business falls through the crack. You want to have some other things going for you, but if you just aim for $100,000 and that's all you put together a strategy to reach that, I guarantee you won't reach it. So you want to begin to identify 3 times the opportunity beyond the goal that you identify for yourself. Now, when you begin to look at that, here's something else. If you're coming out here today and things are more competitive than ever before, you've got to be high energy. You've got to be on fire. You must be excited about what you're doing. You must be sold yourself. You're relentlessly burning the midnight oil, putting in 5, 10, 15 extra hours, whatever is required to make it happen. Taking full responsibility for it, because nobody's going to take care of your dream better than you. Nobody's going to care more about your goal than you. Nobody's going to put in more time than you. So as you look at where you want to go, be willing now to come out of yourself. Be willing to stretch out. Be willing to invest more of you than ever before. Here's the next quality of people who make their dreams come true. You've got to be unstoppable. That's right. If somebody tells you no, so what? If a door is closed in your face, so what? If things don't work the first time around or the second time around, so what? You don't want to do it by dragging and doing it casually. No. You want to begin to put out more energy and more effort than ever before. When you begin to look at initiating a new strategy for your life, you've got to become unstoppable because there'll be many things to turn you around. You've got to think constantly on why you're doing it. What are the rewards? What's there for you? Cross the goal line that you're reaching for that makes it worthwhile for you. Don't just say, well, I want to make more money. After a while, it won't matter. The money won't be enough. You've got to have something else emotionally charging for you, something else that's more rewarding for you. Find some strong and powerful reasons to make it worthwhile for you. And the goals that you are now thinking about, the dream that you have, you showed up with the ability to make that happen. You've got the power within you. You have the capacity to take it from a dream to reality. It's going to take more energy. It's going to be very difficult, very challenging. Part of what you must do is initiate action again and again and again. And when things don't work out right for you, go back, regroup, and come back again and again and again. And that's how you must be on your goals, that you must strike again and again and again and never give up, never, until you reach your destination. And once you get there, you pat yourself on the back, you celebrate, and then you look at, where else can I go? What else can I do? This is my universe, and decide that you're going to have another goal that you're going to reach for. And you start working and preparing yourself, and all over again, reaching and developing and expanding into your greatness, discovering who you are and unfolding your future and designing and creating what you want it to be. That's why it's important you write those reasons down, why it's important you do it not just for the money, but do it because it brings meaning to your life. It's important for you to know why you're doing what you're doing, because that's when you're going to have to call on all your resources. I believe that you should identify music that you listen to and pre-record and put that music on when you need it. Quotes that you can underline in books that you can read them and it gives you an energy surge. Experiences that you can have that you know inspire you, and you'll find out that you're more than capable and able to handle it if you don't internalize it, if you don't personalize it, and realize that it's all a part of the game called life. You deserve your goals. You deserve your dream. And don't let nobody turn you around.